So recently I ordered a couple camcorders because we're trying to create a new show that actually needs some more camcorders. I mean, I guess we could use one, like the one I use here, but it works better if I had three. So I ordered two camcorders, and this is what I came up with. Now, first of all, this box is tiny. And if you're not aware of exactly what type of camcorder this is described as a 2.7-inch HD camcorder. It's unbranded and it's described as the D90. You can find these online really cheaply, like ridiculously cheaply. I mean, I paid 25 bucks for each one of these, but looking online now, you can pick them up for 15. Probably not including shipping, but I digress. So I bought two of these. Here's the other one. They came wrapped in these little styrofoam bits, and they came in a little plastic bag. So this was essentially all the packaging that each one of these had to protect it. There we go. Ah, my official unboxing. So we got these instructions, which is Chinese and English, because where I ordered these from came directly from China. Has a what was that? A mini USB. So this is an older type of camcorder too. That's why it's so cheap. Has a battery that's just loose like this, and then the camcorder itself has this little bubble wrap bag, and this is like the most ridiculously light camcorder I've ever held, and just look how tiny it is. Honestly, I think the box weighs about the same as the camcorder. And like I said, this is an unbranded camcorder, so it takes an SD card, which I happen to have one right here, and according to instructions, it only takes up to a 32 gigabyte SD card. So just put it around like that, and just, you know, a little slot there that's unprotected to anything, so dust, water, and everything could get in there. It fits most tripods. I mean, that's good. Once you got that, press the power button, the battery charge, and then it makes all kinds of crazy noises. I'm going to be taking a little bit of footage of myself with this camcorder, and when I first used it, it had a lot of yellow tint. Seems to not be doing quite as bad, but that's probably because I have a lot more light in here than I do out there. But one of the things I've noticed is that the tracking is horrible. So you got to press the snap button on top to start recording, and so yeah, this is essentially the best best footage I can get. Not doing quite as bad as I remembered, like when I first tested it and decided, oh, I got to talk about this camcorder because people are probably buying this and expecting it. Also, when you flip the thing around, it's upside down. It's upside down. It's like you can't really tell that much, but when you every single time I've seen something like this, it automatically corrects. Not in this one. And so the options on these, you got like white balance and stuff. You got there's this big silver button there. You think that'd be like the record button, but it's not. The record button is this snap button. That makes no sense to me. But it's like press this big button. I don't know if you could hear that, but it makes a chirping sound. But you gotta press menu to do anything, and that's the OK button. It says it goes up to FHD, which is 1920 by 1080 pixels. Most of the time I'm only filming in regular HD, so that's 12,080 to 720 for anyone who's not really familiar with it. But if you choose anything higher than your standard resolutions, it will give you the option of the frame rate. The frame rate has to be 30. It has to be, and it's really weird because if you go down to the lowest one, it says 15. Why is that even an option if I can't even choose it? And why would I want to choose something like that? That's just crazy. It's like you go to the two lower options. That's when you could get the high frame rate. So if I put it up at the highest frame rate. Oh no! Wait, no. The frame rate, if you put it at the absolute highest, then it's 15. So let's see what that recording is like. Okay. So this is what it looks like. So I bet that looks abysmal. Let me look at that. I bet the tracking is pretty terrible. And it's like on my camcorder, I have a here. Let me do. I got a I got a Canon Vixia HF G20, and I bought this camcorder about 5 years ago, and I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off. It makes a weird noise every time you press a button. So I bought my camcorder about 5 years ago, and I'm still using it. I went online to check to see, okay, it's been 5 years, I might be able to find a good deal on the same camcorder I got, to see if I can maybe find a couple camcorders similar to this for our new show. They're still running about $650 each, and I think I paid like $800 or $900 for it back in 2014. That's amazing. I'm really happy with this camcorder. So I got this. The first time I used it, I don't know if it showed a lot of yellow, which meant that the white balance was kind of really off. It seemed to have corrected itself a little bit. I don't know. I already opted for a return, but on the second one, it didn't even work at all. It was dead out of the box. And I'm not saying, oh, these are crappy salespeople that are doing this or try to steal your money. It's like, no. Apparently, when you spend $5, get the SD card. $5 to make a camcorder, you could sell it for $15. I mean, what do you expect? I was just expecting, since it's an HD camcorder, that's 1080p right here. It has all these options that 5-10 years ago were actually really good. I was just not really impressed with it. So if anyone's wanting to look into a camcorder, you gotta like, I would suggest actually going to like Best Buy or someplace, maybe Target. The Walmart I have around here doesn't have a camcorders anymore. So just go somewhere and actually look at the on how it works. I'd probably carry an SD card around with me all the time, just or when I'm doing that, just so that you could go, okay, put the SD card in, go choo, look at that, review the footage like later. If you're just don't buy these on an impulse. Luckily, like I said, that these are ridiculously cheap, so I'm not out a whole lot of money, but I'm trying to get my refund right now. Yeah, I just wouldn't recommend these non-branded D90 camcorders or any camcorder that you could buy essentially for less than $50, because it's more than likely going to be a piece of crap. And I mean, look at the picture on the box here. This is not what it looked like when I was trying to record, but at the same time, that's a still image. Still images were probably a little bit better. I did take a snapshot earlier. I don't think it was very good. The best video I could get was like of Hermes, and he's wagging his tail, and all it just was like, just tracking was awful. So just keep that in mind. Just test out your camcorders before you decide to buy them.